Today, I'm hanging out in a place called the Ya Ha Tinda. It's a ranch. It's way down that road down there. And the Ya Ha Tinda is actually a Stoney Nakoda word, meaning mountain prairie. You should get it by now, mountain prairie. They've also been starting a program here back in 2018 that I talked about a little bit on one of my videos, where I went and explored the National Historic Site in Rocky Mountain House for David Thompson country. They were trying to do this breeding program to get more buffalo in an area in Banff. I had no clue where it was. Well, that area is running behind me over there. So this whole area, they're actually trying to repopulate it with buffalo. This keeps going really deep into Banff National Park. It's not popular at all down there. In that whole area, there's not a whole lot of people hiking or skiing in there because it's really remote and it's really difficult to get to, and there's these big valleys, so it's like perfect for these animals to hang out. So I stopped here to show you guys the buffalo. Ta-da! There's actually horses way down there that are pasturing there, but there's some buffalo that are just chilling here. There's 3, I didn't see any more. So I don't know if they have more further at the back. And then I think eventually these guys will be up in the wild in Banff National Park. So today, we didn't just come to check out the Ya Ha Tinda Ranch because it's kind of private property. It's not really open to the public. And this is not the focus of the video today. We came to show you guys the Ya Ha Tinda area, which has more than just the ranch and the buffalo. It has obviously gorgeous mountain views, lots of little places to go hiking. This is basically horse country in David Thompson country, because a lot of people come here with their horses because the campgrounds have lots of space and all the infrastructure involved. So we're gonna go further down the road here and we're gonna show you guys the Bighorn Falls and also the campgrounds in this area. They're also quite nice, but once you're here, you may never want to leave. Well, oh well. Look at the mess that Mother Nature's done with this campground. This wasn't always a creek here. And I'm in the middle of the Bighorn campground, which is inside the Ya Ha Tinda grounds. This used to be a nice little campground and they've closed it down because the creek decided to kind of change directions, probably due from flooding this spring. Maybe we'll have to come back next year to show you guys what kind of changes they've made and upgrades, because obviously they're going to make some upgrades so people can come camping here. It's also a great place to come and stay if you want to do some hiking. On the eastern slopes here, the mountains are a little bit smaller, a little bit easier hikes. You won't find like stuff that's super duper hard. It's usually moderate to easy, and there's a lot of different trails you can go. Just outside of the Ya Ha Tinda Ranch Park border, there's the actual Eagle Creek campground. If you come here and it's full, then don't worry, you don't have to go very far, and then there's another campground that you can use down there, so it's super duper handy. And as you can see way back there, that's where the creek I think used to run, and then it just kind of like flash flooded and diverted, and now it's just kind of like all over the place here. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just flowing right through the middle of what used to be the campground. So yeah. But nonetheless, they'll get this fixed in 2023 and we'll be able to come back and enjoy this gorgeous little campground here. Well, obviously anybody who has horses in this area knows about the Bighorn campground. It's quite the gorgeous little area where you got stalls you can actually hold your horses in and use them to feed them or even brush them or anything along the lines like that. And there's several of these all the way at the back there, but now it's all being surrounded by water, which the horses don't really care about that, but as far as humans and getting vehicles in, it's a whole other story. There's even those posts to hold up your horses up in there. It's a very, very nice campsite. As far as you have like a backcountry campground feel without actually being backcountry. Hopefully they'll be able to reopen this in 2023 so we can come and enjoy it. Well, this is the gates to the Ya Ha Tinda Ranch. And this is at the very southwest corner of David Thompson country. The Ya Ha Tinda is a federal government working ranch since 1917. This special place located along the eastern slopes of the Rocky Mountains has been used by people for thousands of years. The Ya Ha Tinda Ranch forms a connection between the natural ecosystem of the eastern slopes and Banff National Park. As the only federally operated horse ranch in Canada, the Ya Ha Tinda Ranch covers 4,000 hectares along the north bank of the Red Deer River. The origins of the ranch date to 1907, when it was established by Bill and Jim Brewster to winter horses used in their Banff livery operation. By 1909, the Brewsters were ranching at Ya Ha Tinda, raising and breaking horses for their mountain guiding and outfitting business. In 1917, Rocky Mountain Parks, which is now Banff National Park, took over the ranch and it became the Warden District headquarters for breeding and training horses for the mountain parks. So this is the main area here of the Bighorn campground, which is right in front of me over there, and then there's the creek that runs around here, and this is kind of the main entrance of the Ya Ha Tinda Ranch. So we're gonna go head up on the trail down there. Come and follow us to go check out the Bighorn waterfalls. Quite the nice impressive view you got at the first bench here. The best views out of all the lookouts here is right at the very front of it. Also, it looks like there's paths that go down in various spots. Here's a good example. It looks like you can go down there, but from the other side you can clearly tell that it goes down about a third of the way, and then you have some 20-30 meter drop off. So if you want to go down there, you basically have to start from the creek and work your way up, not in this trying to get through there from scrambling down these rock faces here. Not a good idea. You're gonna get yourself killed. walk very far, maybe a kilometer and a half uphill, and you get this nice little trail that runs on both sides of the waterfall here. And it's quite the pretty view. And there's a couple of park benches. There's one right in front of me there, and then there's one a little bit lower, so you can get different vantage points. And we're gonna go do the loop around and show you guys what that looks like. You gotta be careful walking around here. It's a good 100-meter drop off here at the waterfalls. It seems like it's misplaced, like it doesn't belong here, because this is just a big open space. This is one of the many special places you can find here in David Thompson country. On the east side, there's a trail that follows all these benches, and it goes all the way up to the top of the waterfall. And if you keep going, you don't have to venture far. Once you reach the top, you'll have a nice view down there. You only have to walk maybe another 100 or 200 meters, and then you can come down to the creek and then backtrack, and you can make it all the way up to the very top of the falls here. You can see behind me there's the two park benches. You can have a sit and enjoy the nice view. So there's 3 or 4 good lookouts here at these waterfalls. So let's go head up down at the bottom, see if we can find a good, a better vantage point at the bottom to see the whole full frontal portion of the waterfalls. Holy wow, look at that, eh? Bighorn Falls. Very, very impressive getting up close here. And it's actually fairly easy to get down here if you just follow the creek. You just have to make sure that you are wearing something where you get your feet wet, it's okay. I have waterproof Gore-Tex boots with Gore-Tex gaiters, so the water needs to go well above my ankle to even get into my boots at all. So I could step in temporarily into the water and it's fine. It's so noisy and powerful. You can feel the weight of the water for the amount of air that's flowing out of here. There's waterfalls all over David Thompson country, a lot of them. Gorgeous places like this you can come and check out. These are not a place to go swimming in. The weight of that water is enough to push you down and keep you down there and you can't even get up. But very cool to get close up so you can feel the power of the waterfall. And this is another gorgeous waterfall you can find in David Thompson country. Bighorn Falls. And I'm Eric Tremblay, and these are my adventures.